Here we have our two players meeting in the H&W Masters in the Group B. First game for FoCuS, second group for Lucifer. He needs to win here basically if he wants to have a chance to make it out of here. Historically, this is greatly in the favor of FoCuS, and also current shapes concerning, I would say FoCuS is to be considered the favorite here, the stronger player. We saw Lucifer earlier today and he was looking a little shaky, whereas FoCuS is playing out of his mind currently. Let's head into our first game. The reason why I'm surprised to see this is because Twisted Meadows is usually considered like the best orc map. It's good to expand on, it's good to creep on, especially for a third hero Torrent Chieftain, which usually has a very tough time finding experience and items. Twisted Meadows is of course the biggest map in the pool, as you guys know. There are so many creep camps, it's so big, there's never gonna be a lack of creeps to acquire. So yeah, I'm really surprised to see this. Also for base race playstyles, for expansion into lame, this is really good. And early game wise, for Undead, it became even harder to creep. It always was hard to creep to begin with. This has always been the case for Undeads, for Night Elves, and for humans basically as well. Orcs have an easier time with grunts. You can go for the gnolls pretty easily. In the past, for Undeads, that also was fairly easily doable, but nowadays, the Purges work on the skeletons as well. So, with a fast DK build order, which this is, it's gonna be extremely tough for Lucifer to creep anything. He can basically only go to the green camps, whereas FoCuS is entirely capable of going for the gnolls, so it's gonna be in Lucifer's best interest to harass and not go for the creep trading game, because there, he is most likely gonna fall far behind. FoCuS did not scout, as orcs always want to go for the one borrow tech nowadays. In fact, this was a one borrow tech without a shop, so this is an extremely fast tech. Skeletons being sent into the main. If they cancel the shop here, that's pretty nice. But I think this is a mistake. There's so many corners you have to cover, especially these gnolls. You want to cover these gnolls. You don't want to give them away for free to your opponent. So usually you're supposed to be scouting with skeletons, with DK, and also with this Acolyte, honestly, to not allow exactly what's happening right here. Both Grunt and Blade Master are dropping low. There's no heal cells here on him. With a DK here, this would be scary. Wait a minute. Lucifer's going for the Ogre Magi? Is he waiting for nighttime? Okay, that's interesting. Two skeletons are about to expire, though. Blade Master, with his first creep camp, almost got his level 2 and another circlet. Alright, it's gonna require at least 2 coils, probably more like 3. Lucifer's gonna get the big item, which is nice, but it's not level 2. It's basically all of his mana. Oh, and FoCuS actually finds him. That is insane! How did he have the read for this? Well, honestly, it's not that hard. He saw the skeletons in the main, cancelling the shop, and then he saw them going to the bottom left. Okay, I was getting perhaps a little too excited about this one. One more creep for the Blade Master is the level 2. I think he could steal it. Ah, he doesn't have the mana. Looks like FoCuS didn't realize this either. But there we go. Gets the level up. 2 level 2 critical strike unlocked. Blade Master still full mana. And the tier 2 tech is quite a bit faster here for FoCuS, as we saw with the one borrow tech without a shop. By the way, shop in the back. I love this. Love this. Always gonna be the weakness for the orc when the undead attacks. Taking out the shop is even more important than taking out borrows oftentimes. And FoCuS also saving a lot of gold in the early game. Not a single heal salve purchased just yet. So on tier 2 he's pretty rich. Shadowhunter coming along with the bestiary. Is he really gonna go tier 3 without any salves? That seems a little greedy. He knows the Ogre Magi is gone, by the way, so this is an easy camp to creep now. But no item and no level 2 right away for the Shadowhunter if that one should try to go there solo. FoCuS, aware of his fast tech advantage, must know that there's no Lich out yet. With there being no Lich, there's not too much danger, I guess. And he's getting a lot of this map. DK still not level 2. And that's the issue with Twisted Meadows. It's really hard to reliably find level 2. And now Lucifer's going for a risky camp with his favorite item, the Sacrificial Skull. And even ghouls coming in from the main. It's a little dangerous. Blade Master plus grunts plus scroll of speed could easily be showing up. Last hit secured with the coil. And the level 2 finally. Only the Lionhorn of Stormwind, which isn't the greatest. Not yet anyways. In 1.31 it will be really good. Blade Master found a pair of claws here as well, and... or in the previous camp. And it's gonna get level 3 right here. Then it's gonna be Shadowhunter solo creeping time. And FoCuS is just powering up, man. Blade Master also full mana. And another claws! As he hits level 3. This is the dream. Looks like FoCuS still wants to creep with his Blade Master, so he wants to go for bigger camps, slowing down his Shadowhunter. He's really gonna go for the red camp? Looks like he just scouted the position. Is he unaware of Lucifer's starting spot? Perhaps he is. Finally, the Lich is out for Lucifer as well. But not the fastest progress here for him. And yeah, FoCuS was just completely unaware of the starting position. Alright, wasting quite a bit of time here. Not getting too much done after that level 3 right away, but he has plenty of mana to use. Oh, early Shade, by the way. 4 ghouls, Shade, pretty greedy, pretty tech heavy here by Lucifer, who nowadays goes by the name of Michael, by the way. Oh, by the way, I forgot about Axrat. Thank you very much for the 2-month resub. He says, woohoo! Another clause of attack. Holy shit. Blade Master in the main, he doesn't know what else to do. This is oftentimes a bit of a noob move. You can't find the opponent, you can't slow him down, so I guess I attack the ghouls then. Lucifer greedy, doesn't want to go for the narrow tower as the Black Citadel is so close. And Dreadlord, here we go. A strategy that I'm still really not fond of. But if you execute it well, it can certainly work. Oh, long range coil onto the Raider and a Nova as well. Scroll of speed a little bit late. With its scroll of speed instantly, perhaps he could have saved that Raider running out of range of the Lich. The Shade, of course, is what gave the vision here. Last hit will not be stolen. Shadowhunter is not that good at Dota. Blade Master's pretty good though. Doesn't even have slots for all these claws. He's gonna need an Orb of Lightning and an Invul. Not too bad on the Shadowhunter either, I guess. He has fairly high attack speed. And the TC third is coming in. First blood, I suppose, went the Orc's way. But it's gonna be a big camp now. The Undead's way, excuse me. With that Raider kill. It's gonna be a big camp now for FoCuS. It's gonna be his level 3. Scroll of the Beast is really not gonna be good for him. It's gonna be a sell most likely, as this is gonna be Dreadlord, and Dreadlord means destroyers as well. Normally. Usually you always want to go for destroyer timing with this. This is at least what the top undeads are doing. Get the Dreadlord, morph the destroyers, look for a fight, continuously sleep the Blade Master, and use your power spike with the destroyers to win that fight early on. Oh my god. Dreadlord stuck. And that is the reason why I never wall off with an altar. Because that has happened to me as well way too many times. Rally points are not always reliable. Because the graveyard is right next to the altar, even if you put the rally point here, it doesn't necessarily work all the time. Alright, here we go. First big fight of this game. No Orb of Lightning yet on the Blade Master, which would be a big help against these statues. And the first statue taken out right away. Invul popped fairly early on. Scroll of Speed, trying to get a Devour off with the Kodo Beast, but too quick. Fiend makes it away. Staff coming in now with the Dreadlord, of course, with the Orb. Lucifer didn't stand much chance. But great trade so far for FoCuS. Only losing the Invul and trades it for a statue and a Fiend. Especially the statue here is so important as this revolves a lot around the destroyer timing. Red camp will go to Lucifer, grabbing up the item Pendant of Mana. This is one of the greatest items he could have hoped for, perhaps the greatest. But he will have to TP out of this. The desperate attempt to try to nuke down the Shadow Hunter doesn't work. Instead, another Fiend will be lost. And FoCuS is taking absolute control of this game. He's at 50 supply. He's got 500 gold already. This is looking a lot like a tiny Great Hall if you ask me. How much lumber is a tiny Great Hall again? 180 or something? I'm not actually sure. I'm gonna look. It's definitely a tiny Great Hall. No question. Downside of the shop, I guess, is you can't really sell items too easily. You have to go the long way around. Clarity and tiny Great Hall. There it is. Yeah, unsurprising. Peons coming out from the main. Gonna be mining the gold here very, very soon. TC level 2 already, creeping up more now. I would love to see him getting solo crept. But no. Tome of Experience and Flute. Flute late game is actually really good for Orc because they go heavily into Berserkers most of the time. Later on, possibly even... what are they called? Walkers. If there should be Banshees, which there won't be. Boneyard. Okay. Frostworms. Soon to be coming in. Not too convinced about those units in this matchup either. Why no love for the Banshees? I don't get it. Ring of Region here from this camp, that didn't do much. But the TC is almost level 3, the Blade Master is almost level 4, and the Dreadlord finds himself in a surround with a Stomp coming in. He can't coil him! Oh my god, last second coil! But that might not be good enough, as the Blade Master is not getting slept, and that is the hero kill. And the double level up. That cost 2 raiders though, so it wasn't free by any means. And a grunt as well. So, yeah, okay trade for Lucifer, I guess. Who is, by the way, also expanding in the top left. So we're gonna have all 4 spawning positions occupied if this does come through. Four 3-3 levels now for FoCuS. Very strong. And FoCuS is going into upkeep already. How is it that pro players never realized that it would be much more efficient if the peons were all here? Instead, one's here, one's here, one's here. Takes 2 seconds. This oftentimes comes to cost them. But that is one of the very few flaws that FoCuS is displaying in this game. He is once again looking solid, looking strong. And Lucifer's plays, I don't know. Leaving this map in the first place is questionable. Since he has 2 vetoes. This is a best of 3, not a best of 5. He has 2 vetoes. And the early game was really bad for him and FoCuS just took the lead and never let go. And now he's looking for the Creepjack. DK does not have a TP. This could be the Creepjack to finish the game, possibly. Dreadlord is back from the main. Mana potion as well in his inventory. Sleep starting to come out. But out of mana for now. Stomp coming in as well, disabling the coil here. Another Fiend to fall, traded for a Raider. And now we have the mass Berserkers in the back for the piercing damage against the Destroyers. But actually, they're not attacking them really. Blade Master also doesn't have the Orb of Lightning still. But the statue ensnared, that one can't get coiled, of course. Nova onto the Raider. Heavy trading between these two. Not sure who's coming out on top. 39 supplies still for Lucifer. Oh, but actually, FoCuS has way more. And the piercing damage now against the Destroyers, you can see how strong it is. The main reason why Destroyers tend to fall off heavily in the late game against Orc, as the Orc will more and more transition into piercing damage. Shadow Hunter. Somewhat close to level 4 now, and oh! What happened here? I guess the grunts saw it, were there, and then Lucifer just cancelled, because they don't have enough damage to kill it so quickly. I guess Lucifer just cancelled. 2 grunts not even in the fight, and still decisively won by FoCuS. He is kind of owning this game, to be honest. Another ring for the TC, this time the one with protection. Is he finally gonna get the Orb of Lightning now? He's kind of close to the main. Orcs never get backpack. Did you guys ever notice? Neither do night elves. It's only undeads and humans. Oh, it's desperate times. Desperate times on Twisted when you have to go to the island. And it's not easy to creep this granite golem either. And finally, we have the Orb of Lightning on the blade. Oh, oh wow. FoCuS actually even made more peons for more lumber. That is something very rare. Makes sense, of course. But still. An absolute rarity. More and more and more creeping. TC getting closer to 4. SH is level 4. We're gonna have 4 heroes here very soon. Blade Master plus 30. Whew. Oh man. In the new patch, this is gonna be insane crits again. Alright, let's think about the new patch 1.31 when the crit is normal basically again. It's gonna be 80 damage, 80 times 4, 260 damage. Oh shit. No way. That's wrong. That's 320 damage. What am I saying? 80 times 4 is 320 damage. Oh, damn. Oh my god. Guys. It's gonna be 300 crits again soon. Oh, I'm so afraid. DK is level 5 though. Restoration. Potion of Restoration here. Not bad. Frostworm. Okay. But you know what? This army is all light armor. You know what this army is? Piercing damage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Lucifer's got the right units here at all. But he gets a freebie to start off the fight. That's pretty nice. The Hex gets dispelled right away. Well done. So the Frostworm won't be completely useless here. And the Coil's actually doing a good job. But the End Snare comes in and it's too much damage. Too much damage. Frostworm can't survive. Blade Master being slept over and over. The Dreadlord still has the mana. Has lots of mana still, actually. So there's going to be plenty of sleeps. Perhaps the Lich with the Novas can clean up here. However, also only one Destroyer left. TC level 4. Another big Stomp. How did that not hit the Dreadlord? That looked kind of weird. Shadowhunter getting focused now next. But he has the TP. He should be safe. Coil Nova. And he won't pop the... he did pop the Scroll of Healing. But it's going to use the TP here to get out. But once again, a very good trade for FoCuS as... Lucifer drops down to 33 supply. Blade Master almost level 5. Of course, in 1.30.4, the crits calculation work differently than they used to. So we're not going to see 300 crits here. But we will again, boys. We will again in the future. I'm telling you. Alright, finally Lucifer makes it towards the expansion here. But there is a TP, or at least FoCuS can go for one. It's a little scary because he only has one invul. And it seems like FoCuS does not go for the TP home. Goes for the counterattack into the main. He's got the much bigger army here, of course. Not the most siege damage, though. No. Only a single upgrade, by the way, on these Berserkers. Holy shit. The Berserkers have plus 9 damage. With the Flute and the Kodo Aura. Oh, the Ensnare on the Frostworm pulling it forward. And the damage is just way too high. The DK's in the back. No saving that one. Yeah. I know it's kind of weird for me to criticize Lucifer. He is a much better player. But I think he just plays the wrong units. He also played a questionable early game. If you guys tune into this channel regularly, you will know that I am a believer in the Banshees and Fiends. But for some reason, people still play Destroyers. And here even Frostworms. Like, Frostworms is like very, very questionable. Okay. Lucifer with his back against the wall, not only in this game. If he loses this game, this series I should say, he is almost certainly not gonna make it into the playoffs, which is where the prize money is. Late game walkers coming in, that's also very good for Orc, because you have all the piercing damage against the destroyers, and without destroyers, Spirit Link is amazing. Doesn't even have too many Berserkers, actually. A little heavy on the Raiders, perhaps. Oh! Coil Nova, goodbye. Well, that's pretty good. Coil Nova over and over, but also Ensnare and Destroyer is dead immediately. Blade Master level 5 now, diving deep. He's got the level 3 crit. How high is it gonna be? It's not gonna be 300. I want to see it though. Invul 210. What a difference this makes. It's insane. 214. Oh, Blade Master might die here though with a coil. Oh, the Carrion Swarm almost got the kill. Wouldn't have changed much though, to be honest. 3 base income at the moment. Mains are gonna expire soon though, right? Yeah. In just a little while. So Blade Master Crypt has been bought back. And this is kind of the perfect late game army. Plenty of Berserkers, 3 Walkers, maybe 4, 1 or 2 Kodos, and just 1 or 2, maybe 3 Raiders. This is perfect Orc army. And with his hero levels to back it up, I think if Orc gets to this stage, it's extremely hard for Undead to win. I have not yet seen an Undead army that beats this army. On even footing. Which is, I think, why it's not very recommendable for Undead to go 2 base versus 2 base. Because with that, the armies get big, the game gets drawn out, hero levels get higher, and so on and so on. And seriously, Spirit Link is one of the best things in the late game. If there's no Dispel, Spirit Link is fucking insane. And Destroyers are not good fighters. They're just not. Is there Pillage, by the way? No. But it's not like he needs it, really. Dude, the 2 Grunt squad is still scouting and harassing. Oh my god, did the 2 Grunts kill this base? Are you serious? I'm sorry, I completely missed that. Damn. And this is the Orc dream right here. 5-4-4 heroes with this army. Spirit Link being applied over and over. Master training on these walkers, plenty of mana as well. Oh, Shadowhunter very far forward. This is a little scary. Coil Nova, Carrion Swarm, but the Spirit Link protects him. Spirit Link baby. Very good. Oh, but he might still die. Okay, Lucifer's gonna get this kill. Right? Yeah, he is. Nova. Oh, the Spirit Link! The Spirit Link! The Spirit Link! Oh my god. Doesn't even get the kill. Would have lost even with the kill, of course. But that's a little painful. You just, you know, you just want to get the kill before you tab out. But I didn't even get that. GG. Lucifer is not having a good game. Not a good day, I should say, today. Yeah, I missed what happened on the island, unfortunately. There was a, you know, there was a cute little play flying around with a Zeppelin, with the grunts. But it was more about the expansion. It was about winning the first fight decisively, getting an expansion behind, getting up the levels, the items, and the strong army. Don't think Zeppelin is what won him the game. But yeah. Sorry I didn't catch it, I guess. The Crestfallen, thank you for the 24 months. Hail Satan, my little lambs. You wasted 2 years of my life. Be proud. Alright, I will be. Thank you very much. A-bombs would be great in this scenario. I don't think so. I think A-bombs just get ensnared and die to all the piercing. For a bit of disease cloud spread, it's not bad, but against that army, theoretically, the perfect counter is mass. What? Okay, so something weird. Against that army, theoretically, the best thing you can have is like against rifles and breakers, rifles and casters, just mass A-bombs and a couple of destroyers. But you can't play that against Orc. You can't just start off with that. You could theoretically, and you can't transition. The transition path is too long. Against human, you can play it right away. You can go 3 fiends into mass A-bombs right away. But against Orc, you can't do that. Lucifer having a tough one today. Can he fight back? I know, man. He looked kind of outmatched in the last game. Hopefully, he will find his footing once again. Sakara, thank you very much for the 12 months. 22 months in total, actually. For the Horde! Aren't, strictly speaking, both Horde, though? Aren't, like, Undead and Orcs both Horde? Concealed Hill, our second map. If Lucifer loses here, again, he is very likely out of this tournament. Not making it to the playoffs. Of course, in these 4-player groups, only 2 make it to the playoffs. And it's not looking good for Lucifer. But perhaps he can fight his way back if he steps it up a little, though. What he's currently showing is not going to be good enough for FoCuS. So here we go. Map 2. Leaving Twisted in the pool was a very questionable choice. Didn't work out for Lucifer. Now we go onto Concealed Hill, which is his counter pick, basically. And this is an interesting opening. This is a ghoul opening. This is old school ghoul opening versus Night Elf. Twisted Meadows opening with no 4th Acolyte. You go Altar, Crypt, Ziggurat right away. And then you have to wait until you can make the 4th Acolyte. So he wants to have the hero right away and ghouls right away. Could mean instant creeping of the expansion. And perhaps even an expansion attempt. Alright, this is pretty cool. I haven't seen this before on Concealed against Orc. On FoCuS' side, it's looking very standard. No Farseer. Blade Master instead. FoCuS is very fond of the Farseer against human. Not so much against undead, though. As that hero falls off heavily against undead in the late game. Blade Master, not so much. Blade Master's always good. And will be much better in the late game in the future. So, is this an expansion or what? Or is this just a straight up ghoul 1-base play? Old school Dovak style, maybe? I'm very intrigued. We're not seeing another Acolyte. And we're not He's playing Gargs. Oh my god. He's one Ziggurat teching into Gargs, isn't he? Whoa. That's some weird shit.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wow. I haven't seen that in forever, and certainly not against Orc. Gargoyles do make sense here because of the Drakes, but we're never the best units against Orc. And there we go, 1 Ziggurat tech. This is one of the fastest techs that I can go for. Of course, 1 Burrow tech for the Orc, also very fast. Blade Master starting off with a Claws of Attack, that's very nice. DK going for the Spider Crab. If he gets a Tome of Experience here, that's level 2 right away. No. Tome of Strength. Blade Master coming in, looking for a steal. If he gets that, he's almost level 2. Only 1 more skeleton, and then he'll be there. And seeing those ghouls must come as a surprise. In the main base, Nerve Tower coming up. And the graveyard. Still no Ziggurat. No second Ziggurat. Level 2. How did he get level 2? Where are the grunts? Grunts left at... How did he get level 2? What? Am I missing something here? Grunt left at home. Was afraid of getting that one surrounded, I guess. Here comes the second Ziggurat. So, now would be the time for the second crypt, if he does go Gargoyles. Oh, Grunt in the perfect position. Oh, man. Dude, FoCuS. He's so on point. It's so amazing to see. Blade Master coming in with the Windwalk. It's kind of close, but the coil should secure it. That exposes the ghoul, though, and that's 1 ghoul killed. No second crypt, by the way. So, okay. Just 5 ghouls into fiends later, I guess, with a very fast tech. DK long range coil, a bit more experience, and with that he's almost level 2, but not yet. Alright. He had 6 ghouls actually. One of them died. 1 more kill. Just 1 more for the DK for the level up. But sometimes the 1 kill can be pretty hard to get. On tier 2 for FoCuS we see the Shadow Hunter, we see the Bestiary, and probably... And a 4th grunt? Oh no, it's only the 3rd. Okay. Big last hit right here on the Ogre Warrior. Oh, the grunt is zoning away the DK, and he gets the last hit. That's the Gloves of Haste. Damn, FoCuS. It's only small moves here and there, but everything is just picture perfect. Damn. Here's the tier 3. Berserker Strength. Lich coming. It is Gargs on 1 crypt. Don't you need at least 3 gargoyles to kill one of these drakes in the first place? Alright, 1 gargoyle's already here, by the way. One crypt guards. Alright. Okay. Shade. Coming soon with a sacrificial pit. Finally level 2 DK. There's some weird stuff, boys.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master continuing to creep by himself. Gonna be level 2.5 here. Oh my god, this inventory is the dream. Alright, here we go. I guess you can do it with 2 guards. I thought you needed 3. Wants to lure out the creeps away from the fountain. And hopefully the Drake doesn't get interfired. Yeah. Okay, this is actually pretty easily doable. Alright. Didn't know this. Alright, gets the Drake. And the rest of the camp, though, everything's got inner fire. It's not too easy to creep. Blade Master. Okay, if he was looking, he saw these gargoyles.
Forces are under attack.
Slaughterhouse. So he's gonna go armor upgrades. So bad riders are easier to deal with. Pulls out the Ogre and Snare, easy surround. Gonna be another big item for the Shadow Hunter, and almost level 3, but he's getting closer. Lucifer going to the next red drake. Alright, this is working out. It's getting these drakes. Oh, Crystal Ball reveal coming in. FoCuS knows what's up, but the Blade Master's too late. Can't steal the item. Battle of Giant Strength, that one is alright, but not the greatest. Do you even go TC? Is it tiny? Whoa! Tiny Great Hall on 34 supply. This is how confident FoCuS is feeling. He does not fear these gargoyles in the slightest. And I guess... I don't know. Still no level 3 DK. Still no tier 3. No orb. Blade Master not level 3 either. But level 3 Shadow is more important. And he's almost gonna have... he's gonna get it here, yeah. With these 2 creeps. I think this one's not enough. Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. Greedy play by FoCuS, but seems to be working out. This Gargoyle strat is taking a long time to come online. So is he going worms as well with this, or what? Frenzy and Destroyer. And we do have the TC third, by the way, against ghouls, of course. The Stomp is very good. Shadowhunter is level 3, but not too much mana. FoCuS really going for the main? He does have double scroll speed, of course, so he can run away easily if he wants to. Frenzy's done. These ghouls are very speedy. And here comes the TC now. No experience just yet for him. Creeping the lab solo would be his level 2, but that's a little dangerous. Frenzy ghouls look to be... I don't know about these Gargs so much, but the Frenzy ghouls should be pretty good against this army. Takes out the Raiders immediately. Also kind of easy to surround the Kodo. There's no Stomp yet. Because he wants to creep level 3 first. Giving more time. But if he attacks this expansion, these Frenzy ghouls could do a lot of work, perhaps. TC not being level 2 is a big problem. If he was level 2, this would be much easier. More creeping. Still more creeping by Lucifer. Does he not know about this expansion? He should have scouted for it. The consumable here for him is the Wand of Mana Stealing. No Ziggurat coming up. And, oh, Dreadlord again. But he's pretty late, isn't he? It's all taking a long time to come online. Headhunter's not yet with Berserker training. There we go. Berserker upgrade coming in now. Lich is level 3. So is the DK. Level 2 Nova plus Frenzy Ghouls destroys Berserkers very fast. Here comes the Blade Master swooping in from the south. Sleep finds him immediately. Pendant of Energy for the Death Knight. That's a welcome find. And in we go. Sleep on the Torn Chieftain. He can't even stomp though. And the ghouls moving forward, looking for the normal armor, medium armor units of the Berserkers. Kodo Beast in the front. Will get a Devour off most likely, but it's so hard to deal with these ghouls. They're so fast. There's no stomp to control them. Now the Shadowhunter getting focused as well. Scroll Speed trying to get him out of trouble. Pops the invul just to be safe. Has more heat waves to use as well. Kodo Beast is gonna fall. Ghoul's gonna return. And these ghouls, yeah, there's still an issue to deal with. But also their numbers are dwindling. The raiders are actually surprisingly still high in numbers, still 3 here. So still plenty of ensnares to use. One of these raiders might be falling, but no! The heat wave comes in time and very fast with the aura. And with that kill onto a ghoul, the TC is now level 2. Finally he can use the stomp. FoCuS won that fight even without stomp. Destroyer just barely makes it back to the main, but Lucifer, this is looking a lot like the 0-2 for him. And at the fountain now. FoCuS can lick his wounds very easily. Has a TP on the Shadow Hunter just to be safe, by the way. Kind of like that. Against Frenzy Ghouls plus sleep, hero kills is always a big danger. And of course also to protect his expansion, where one ghoul was trying to harass, but that didn't do too much. $64 supply against 48. That kind of sums up this game. Lucifer needs a number of miracles to win this one. Last big camp on the map will go to Lucifer at least. And gonna give him 2 level ups here. DK is very close as well if he sends the other heroes away. Nope. Okay. Not quite gonna get it. Greater mana. That is the best item he could have hoped for. And now at 50 supply, he's gonna try it one more time. But he's going up against 68 for FoCuS. Double invul. TP. TC is looking a little vulnerable. But of course, he could always transfer an invul. Oh. Alright. Lucifer once again try with a counter expansion. Gets the level 4 here as well. Not too bad. Not too bad. Went for the aura. So now these ghouls are ultra fast. Alright. Freebie over there. But this army barreling down. 74 supply. Oh my god. And Lucifer stuck in a corner. He doesn't have a TP. Seems like FoCuS doesn't want to go in there just yet. Destroy's being morphed, but we have a lot of anti-air. TC slept. Can't stomp for the time being. The Shadowhunter in a lot of trouble right away. He's going for the hero kill attempt once again, but doesn't even have to pop the invul for the first try. Frenzy Ghouls in the front, not really finding the targets. Going for the Berserkers. They are actually being eliminated fairly quickly, but now the sleep is over. Now the Stomp is starting to come in, and the Destroyers are dropping quickly. Netted down to the ground now with the Ensnare once again, trying to go for this Shadow Hunter. He tried so many times to kill this hero across multiple maps, but it just won't work. At least the Destroyer gets away, but Lucifer at 39 supply won't be able to hold on to this base. FoCuS is close to doubling up the supply of the opponent. Level 3 TC now even. And the late game walkers. Oh, there's even a shop up here on the high ground. This was not Lucifer's day. I believe it's fair to say now, it's safe to say now that this is not recoverable. Lucifer with one last desperate attempt, going for this expansion. Dreadlord did bring a TP, by the way, so Lucifer can get out of this situation. But not before suffering a few more losses. One ghoul, one statue. The rest, Lucifer will be able to save. But that wasn't even worth it for him. Lucifer killed a Burrow and a couple of peons. But he lost a lot himself. Oh, and guess what? There's another Great Hall in the middle. Must have been a tiny. Level 4 Blade Master as well now. 4-4-3 heroes once again. Alright, Lucifer. What other tricks do you have up your sleeve? This expansion at least can be harassed very easily. And Lucifer swooping around from the bottom side would not be expected. But FoCuS is close by anyways. Is it time to just run into the main and end this game? Looks like it. Lucifer's going for the counterattack with the destroyers morphed into the Orc main. And we still don't have reinforced defenses, surprisingly. It's actually coming in now, but not ready in time. Okay, this is gonna cost a lot of burrows, actually. But FoCuS is on 3 bases. Lucifer's on 1. So a base trade is probably not gonna be favoring the undead. So Lucifer has to TP back into this nightmare of an Orc army. He can't! Black Citadel was destroyed before the TP completed. Oh man. Couldn't even try to defend his main. Most likely wouldn't have worked anyways. And now, buildings getting destroyed. Did he save an Acolyte somewhere? Oh. There's one Acolyte over here. Lucifer is not giving up.
Players' forces are under attack.
With the Necropolis coming up over here. It's a lot of prize money in this tournament. You want to try to make use of any chance you have, no matter how small it may be. But obviously, it's looking desperate for Lucifer. He might be able to kill this base, which is a start. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be 2 bases versus 0. 2 mining bases, that is.
Players' forces are under attack.
Burrow's coming up again. And Lucifer is about to be down to 1 building, this one. Where's the Acolyte? Acolyte over here. Doesn't have enough for another Necro. Lucifer may have to sell some items. The belt, perhaps. FoCuS checking the corners, and there we go. The jig is up. Lucifer has to sell an item quick. He's trying to get to the shop. Sell something before the Necro is done. But no, that's it. Last building gone. And that's the 2-0 for FoCuS.